Dan at Fanimation and the Fan Museum. I'm wrapping up here from the last group trip and all the updates we did. And just wanted to give you some information about the next group trip. We tentatively have the next group trip scheduled for January 28th. Let me explain why it's tentative. We have at least one fan collector who wants to come on the group trip, who's coming all the way from outside of the U.S., all the way from the Middle East. And so we want to do everything we can to accommodate him, because that's quite the trip just to come to Fanimation. You know, we've had people come from Canada before, we've had people come from Boston and California and pretty much all the corners of the U.S. And depending on how you look at it, we've had somebody come from the Dominican Republic as well. So, you know, we've had North America and even kind of Central America covered, but this will be the first time we had somebody come all the way from overseas. So we want to make sure that we accommodate them, and they're still looking into what dates they can make. And if I have to change the date to make sure they can make it, I will. As of right now, the dates that they conceivably could make that also work for Tom and Fanimation, there's only one, and that's the 28th of January. So hopefully that will work for everyone. So if you want to just kind of pencil it in on your calendars, 28th of January, and I'll do more announcements as soon as we have it confirmed. And if anyone needs to book any flights or anything like that, non-refundable hotels, send me an email and we can talk about it in more detail before you do that. For the most part, you can book hotels a couple nights before and you're still fine. But, you know, planning flights and stuff like that can get tricky. Taking off work and that sort of thing. So if anyone you know, needs to start doing those kind of plans, and I haven't yet confirmed the 28th, please email me and we'll make sure we can make it work for everybody. But I really want to try to make it work so we can have our first fan collector come visit from the Middle East, because that's just going to be really cool. You may, if you look at your calendar, you'll note that the 28th is a Saturday. So this will be our first Saturday group trip, and the cool thing about that is since Fanimation will be closed for the day, we'll be able to go in the R&D lab, which we haven't been able to do since the first group trip. And we'll be able to go in, presumably all of the offices. We'll have to, ahead of time, make sure that we have keys to all of them, because people won't be here. So the doors will be shut and locked, and you know, we'll have to make sure we do as much planning ahead of time as we can so you can see all the fans you want to see. If there's something specific you want to see that we don't normally get to see on a group trip, make your request, because a Saturday trip would be the time to do it. So, you know, make your request. Like I said, I know the R&D lab is the most requested stop on the group trips, which is why we're doing a Saturday trip now, so we can include that. So that'll be really cool for everyone. And I think I'm covering everything. A lot of, like I said, just right before this last trip, we added 8 new fans. And then we added 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 new fans after that, as well as powering 6 fans downstairs that were already hanging but weren't powered. And who knows what will happen between now and then. Might be all kinds of new updates. So definitely you guys will have a good time in January. Looking forward to seeing you there here at Fanimation. And yeah, I think that covers everything. So you know, you can start sending in your RSVPs now. Even though the date isn't confirmed, I'll still accept RSVPs. And if the date changes, then we'll start over. But I'm about 90-95% certain that it'll be the 28th. So thanks for watching.